What's up, y'all? Dale Jackson here. We are back, and we're taking a look at Don Lemon's last night on Don Lemon Tonight. Now, I've worked in the media for almost 20 years. I've been fired from jobs. I've left jobs on my own, and I've never had the opportunity to sit down and say goodbye to everybody and then play a bunch of clips of myself embarrassing the people I work for and myself. But Don Lemon got to do just that. Now, we're going to show you why you shouldn't let people do that. But Don Lemon got to do just that. The guy is moving to mornings and apparently is very, very psyched about this. I don't know why. I've done mornings, like I've said, for many, many years. It is not fun. If you were in primetime, you'd probably want to stay there. But they're trying to get rid of him because he's been a problem for them. So they put together a list of clips where he's been a problem for them. And we're going to take a look at it right now. So let's roll it.
It is not goodbye, but it is certainly the end of an era as we sign off this last broadcast of Don Lemon Tonight. More than 8 years, thousands of hours of live TV, historic moments and tough conversations. A lot happened between 10 and midnight or later. Just a few moments.
So he's saying goodbye. They're moving him to mornings. We're still pretending this isn't a demotion. And maybe in radio, it wouldn't be. Morning drive is where you want to be. And TV, primetime is where you want to be. Hey, he was there. Now he's moving to mornings where he's going to get his brains kicked in by both Fox and Friends and Morning Joe. But as you'll see, kind of deserves it.
Good evening. This is the Don Lemon Show. Tonight, into thin air. How does a plane simply disappear?
Amazingly, he talked about that Flight 370 thing without mentioning that he seriously asked somebody if maybe the plane fell into a black hole. And they started with this. So I think somebody was trolling him when they put this thing together. But so be it.
If you can conceive it in your mind, if you can think of it, you can do it. That's the human condition.
Hey, Don Lemon.
Undisputed truth.
Remember the lemon head candy?
Which is that? Yes.
You're killing the game. I'd have to tell you that. He
did kill the game. He killed the show. That's why they're moving him to mornings. Also, the Morgan Freeman thing, the best thing about that clip was Morgan Freeman pointing out that all the race hustling that this guy does is a bit ridiculous. And he was calling out the media for doing that as well, but we left that out. I guess we're just leaving the best stuff actually on the cutting room floor. The things that Don Lemon is known for, I guess we don't want to tell people about. So I guess we'll have Mike Tyson's talking about lemon head candy, and this guy saying he killed the game. Spike Lee, I guess it is. Roll it.
I'm just being me and I'm being honest.
Look around us. This is not a war zone. These are people who have gathered here peacefully. They want some tough questions answered.
It's live.
It was a war zone. It was Ferguson, Missouri. It's exactly what it was. It was a war zone, and a lot of people got hurt. And that was the beginning of a movement where way more people got hurt. But I guess this is his claim to fame covering these things.
From the streets of Baltimore, under a mandatory curfew now for the third night in a row. It's 10 p.m. here in Charleston on an extraordinary day for America.
Are you racist?
I am the least racist person that you have ever met.
The racist white supremacist cowards this weekend evidently feel they have no reason to hide. They boldly showed their faces. Perhaps they feel emboldened or even legitimized for some reason.
It is nice to see that he's acknowledging that he's just transitioned into race hustling, and that's what he's done, and that's what he is. He asked, Donald Trump if he was racist. What was Donald Trump going to say? Yeah, I'm a giant racist. That's exactly what I am, and this is just attention-seeking and headline-grabbing, and then I don't know who's stupider in this conversation, LeBron James or Don Lemon, but apparently they're having a conversation about race. Surprise.
Race thing is taking over. Because I believe our president is kind of trying to divide us. But I think...
Kind of?
Yeah, he is.
You have black folks back. Is that what you're saying?
They've had my back my whole career, and I hope I have the back of everybody.
Sarah, can you do me a favor? Can you get the chief?
The Floyd family has asked if you are going to get justice for George Floyd.
To the Floyd family, being silent or not intervening, to me, you're complicit.
The nation.
That clip's actually kind of funny because he's not even the star of that clip. He didn't ask the question. It was a reporter who asked the question. He just happened to have it air on his show. So, again, Another great moment, he believes, the continuation of the George Floyd stuff, which, again, did not lead to anything good, led to nothing but bad, divisive, more racially divided country. Don Lemon thinks is a good thing. It's not, but this is who the guy is, and this is why he lost his primetime show. This next part about January 6th, he's way off base.
This Capitol is under curfew tonight. Lawmakers reconvened to count electoral college votes on one of the darkest days in American history. Domestic terrorists, that's what you are, domestic terrorists.
And you believe you're a serious news person. Neither of those things are true, but sure, go with that. It's the day of. He's very emotional, and he wants you to see that he said those things. Again, these are the things they chose to show you about Don Lemon.
Who were goaded on by the president into an attack on our very own Capitol. I want you to let that sink in.
Yeah, let that sink in. You let it sink in, Don Lemon, as you are moved to mornings. If I was the guy who was running CNN now, this would be the reason I would have fired him. I would have pushed him off the air completely. I wouldn't have given him another opportunity to destroy another one of my properties. Not that New Day hasn't been destroyed by John Berman and Breonna Keeler in the morning, but putting Don Lemon there is not going to help. He's got a very small audience at night. He's going to have a very small audience there in the morning. And again, this montage that they put together was supposed to be his best moments. And instead, it was more of his most embarrassing moments. This is not a reason why you move someone to mornings. This is a reason why you fire somebody. But Don Lemon stays employed. He's going to continue doing the same thing, bringing the same embarrassment to CNN that he's been doing all along, or that he's been bringing all along. And we'll continue covering it right here, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you soon.